back at Give Kids the World Village. Tonight we are previewing the holiday event, Night of a Million Lights. This preview is a little different. This is like the real thing tonight. It is ready to go. It opens this week and tickets are available now. So I'm really excited because we spent over 100 hours volunteering on this project, stringing lights, hanging lights, decorating. I had so much fun. And we're signed up to volunteer for the event as well, and I'll put information about that below. But let's go around and see what's happening.
It's a beautiful village. I don't think it's ever looked better. It's just so amazing. For those of you who aren't familiar with us, we are a nonprofit resort that's the destination for children around the world who are battling a critical illness and share one wish, and that's to experience all the magic that Central Florida has to offer. And unfortunately, we had to close our doors in March 18th because of the pandemic. And just a short time after that, had to lay off 84% of our staff. And at that time, it was one of those things where we thought we'd just be closed for a short time, and when it looked like it was going to drag on much longer, we kind of sat down and realized, one of my favorite quotes, Peter Drucker says, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And that's exactly what we decided to do.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
We're making a first quick stop inside the town hall at Give Kids the World because Planet Hollywood brought some pretty cool stuff. There's a little exhibit in here, and there are some things from my favorite Christmas movies. So here are some things. I guess you could call these weapons. They're like props from Home Alone and Home Alone 2. I watch these over and over again. I am obsessed with these movies, but this is like a literal piece of history. I thought this was maybe Tim Allen's Santa Claus outfit, but it is not, my friends. It's kind of a big deal. And they have a lot of cool stuff in here. Turbo Man. These 3 million glittering lights were donated to help make the season bright by Walt Disney World. I'm so excited to see this lit and twinkling. I'm gonna push the button and show you in a minute. This is the wish tree that Hillary, the lighting designer, talked about in my last video. When you come here, you can push a button and it twinkles to represent all of the families that have stayed here at Give Kids the World. I'm gonna push the button. Okay, here it is. We're doing it. Wow! I just wanted to point this out because it looks awesome, but also we got to eat ice cream here a few weeks ago at a small preview. Tonight, there isn't ice cream here at Henry's Starlight Scoops. For the event, the ice cream and treats will actually be at the pool, and I'll show you that in a little bit. These trees are incredible. This looks so incredible, and I found mine. I did one of these at the last event, like preview, and my friend said, do something so you know it's yours. And I did. I made it a unicorn, and it's over there. It's this low-hanging blue one. I basically just bunched it up at the bottom. One of my favorite things at this event is the garden. We did this little arch, and I made this butterfly. But you have to come in the garden if you come here. It's just filled with lights. You're just surrounded by them. There's a beautiful fountain. It's so pretty. I found someone in the garden. It's Mayor Clayton, and this is where you can find him during the event and take socially distanced photos. This is one of the things me and Jim did here. We put together this rainbow twinkle arch, and it's right by the whack-a-mole game if you want to come find it. I showed a bit of this in my last video. We're gonna walk around tonight. So much has been added around this lake. This sea monster, and it looks so amazing. This is the SeaWorld house. This was a rainbow house in my last video, and now they can actually program these lights and they look so incredible. It's like a candy cane house. This house is the Give Kids the World house, and I just wanted to take you through and read these so you can understand what this place is. Give Kids the World Village is an 89-acre, whimsical nonprofit resort that fulfills the wishes of critically ill children from around the world. Isn't that amazing? Inspiring hope, happiness, and the courage to face any challenge that comes their way. love it. When wish-granting organizations receive a request from a critically ill child who wants to visit Central Florida, Give Kids the World fulfills the wish, providing each child and his or her family with a magical week-long stay at absolutely no cost. So beautiful. 1,800 volunteers each week transform the lives of critically ill children and their families by contributing their time, talent, and passion, helping to run the village. That can be you. You can come volunteer here. You can even do it on vacation. You don't have to live here. Since 1986, Give Kids the World has welcomed more than 176,000 families from all 50 states and more than 76 countries to share priceless experiences and create unforgettable memories together. Is this the Christmas kickoff for us?
I think so.
I'm feeling pretty Christmassy.
Yeah.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
I want to see that light tunnel. The light tunnel.
I want to see the light tunnel
Yeah.
too. We haven't seen that at all. And that should be really cool.
Yeah.
This is the Ripley's Believe It or Not house. We've seen this house before, but it has I'm newly more interested in it, if that makes any sense. Because we've been watching The Right Stuff on Disney Plus, and let me tell you, in that show, it's very ironic, we're watching it, and at the Starlight Motel where the astronauts stayed, somebody comes up and introduces himself as Henri Landworth, and that's the founder of Give Kids the World. And so that is very interesting. That's why the new ice cream parlor is called Henry's Starlight Scoops, because of the Starlight Motel. And that's how kind of how he got his start some ways, I guess. He was around a lot of people in the media because of the astronauts. I still need to read his book. I don't know the full story, but that's what I've got so far. This is a really incredible view here. This is the Star Tower at Give Kids the World. There he is. Oh, and Mrs. Claus. They are masked and ready to go. So here at the event, there is, I think, hot chocolate and ice cream that you can get. And this is where you can eat it. So basically they have these set up. It's socially distanced. This is the only place you can eat here. They have it very organized. I mentioned before that the villas here are representing their partners at Give Kids the World. So one of their partners is Home Depot. And one of the things me and Jim did was decorate these ladders to make Christmas trees. That was our very last...
That was our last official act.
in the setup phase.
Yeah.
Setting up the event. That was the last thing we did. This tropical storm that's happening right now was here yesterday. It was pouring, and so we were in this little porch right here with these ladders, and we set it up under the covered area. This is the avenue where a lot of the stuff is, like the town hall building, the building where the guests check in. This is their little castle here. This is the back side of it. And so behind that, this is a street with some villas. Earlier we saw Santa meeting guests, and now I wanted to look at some of these villas down here because there are some fun ones, and I think walking around and looking at the villas is a huge part of this because there are so many and they're decorated so nicely. So Hasbro is a great partner to Give Kids the World. I'm pretty sure they give them toys because they have Christmas here every week, and if I remember correctly, they give a lot of toys each week for their Christmas celebration. We saw them setting this up the other day, but it looks great. I love it. Wow, look at the...
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. That's on top of the Henry Starlight Scoops ice cream place. What is that called?
What, flying saucer?
Oh, a flying saucer. This is our favorite villa. You want to tell them why, Jim?
This is the villa where our little cousin Dylan stayed when he was on his wish trip in December this past year. And so we came to visit him, and we got to, and it was during Christmas time too, so we got to see him right in here, and there was a Christmas tree set up, and we got to spend time with him and his parents.
204. They had so much fun, and what I love about these trips that the kids go on is that it is absolutely a trip just for them, but the whole family ends up having such an incredible time together, and that is what we witnessed when my family came. Aw, it's so cute! So this is the Holiday Inn Club Vacations. So I think it's like a timeshare, Holiday Inn timeshare. That's the partner that has this villa. So cute.
The kids, yeah.
So this next one we actually got to work on.
We almost did this whole entire house. There's like a couple things that we didn't do. Like literally a couple strands of lights that we didn't do.
So we started, well, we actually did one of these trees. We got to light one of those. And then Jim picked out the colors for this. The lighting designer was so nice and let us have fun and get to pick colors for stuff and choose where to put things in certain areas. And we really started to take a lot of pride in coming here. I think in part because we got to be so creative and have so much fun. It was like really comforting and a really great place to be for us to just be working on something meaningful. So we got to put these little carolers here in the nature trail.
The stand up, so we got to create the little scenes of where the carolers are.
Jim did this with the elves. So what's happening here, Jim?
Over here, the Brian the elf right here. He is going
Looks like
down
our
the
friend
list
Brian.
and telling the elves who's next to go take their present down to the Christmas trees over there.
Very nice. I like the story you told here. This little guy actually looks like my cousin Dylan. He reminds me of him. And this is a fabulous photo op. I'm actually going to take a picture here right now. Will you take my picture?
Yeah.
How cute! This is actually a really nice photo spot right here too. But yeah, we decided we got to pick the lights, the order of the colors on the house, and set all these up, set up the little gingerbread scene in the driveway. It was so fun. This is a little Boston Market house, and they have their little picnic table. There's also whack-a-mole. That is an additional cost. I think it's like 2 for $5 or something. We actually have a shift volunteering there soon.
Yeah, I think tomorrow night.
It's another preview. We learned how to run it the other day. This is the theater here. They usually are showing movies for the guests, and they show movies that are in the theaters sometimes. When I was here last year, when Dylan was staying here, they were playing Frozen 2. I love this. This is the most Osborne-y thing here. It's just a 150-foot light tunnel. You're just surrounded. Isn't it marvelous?
It's marvelous.
There's a tropical storm, and we'll just be here in this light tunnel of you.
We're like the only people around anymore.
It is 15 minutes until close on the media preview night while there's a tropical storm. So it will not be this empty all the time. However, I'm very optimistic about how this event will be when it's a regular operating night. I'll be volunteering at this event, and I also have tickets that I purchased to come back again later on, closer to Christmas. I'm very excited to just get to be part of this. And what's so exciting is you can be a part of this too. Tickets are available now, but you can also come and volunteer. So, oh, wow. Wow, let me show you this view. So we came around this cul-de-sac, and this view is so incredible. It just goes on and on. I think our last thing of the night is going to be Mark's Dino Putt, which is their putt-putt golf attraction here. It is open and included with your ticket. I just got rained on by this tree. So we're gonna go check this out. It's actually a partnership with Universal that they have. There are like dinosaurs in it and stuff, but they decorated it for this event and it looks pretty awesome from the outside. So we're gonna end our night there. If you haven't been here before, it's a pretty big place. So I just wanted to point out, if you wanna go look at the golf course, it's in Amberville, which is at the end of the avenue. You'll see this big windmill. So head toward the windmill. There's dinosaurs in the train. I heard about that. So there's this huge big train stand up and they're like, this looks so cool. There are like dinosaur lights in the train. I love it. Wow. This is so fun. Here it is. We're just gonna walk through today. This is inside the Amberville building. It's actually like a game arcade. There's all kinds of fun stuff in here. And there they are, dinos on the train. Because they do have a train here. It won't be running during the event. But that's what the train's about. Dinos in the train. We are heading out. This is one of the best Christmas events in Orlando ever. I mean, ever. If you liked the Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights at Hollywood Studios, come on down. Get your tickets. So I'm sure you've seen in my video tonight, it doesn't have the choreographed dancing element, and I think that's on purpose so that there isn't a crowding issue. So this is truly a stroll through event. Go at your own pace. There's so much to see. I just love this so much. It's beautiful. And while we're here, I just wanted to point out, this is the Gallery of Hope. It's kind of like a little museum where they tell the story of Give Kids the World a little bit, have photos. This is the House of Hearts where the guests check in. It's kind of like the lobby. I showed you Amberville. That is kind of like their game room, arcade. That's where they have their attractions. Julie's Safari Theater is their movie theater. They have popcorn and candy and snacks in there for them. This is Mayor Clayton's house and garden. Some of the lights are out tonight because it's raining, but it is so beautiful. This is the Rockin' Spa. Aww. Saw some volunteer friends. So, outside of the spa where they can get airbrush tattoos, I think they might do a little hairstyling in there. There's also Henry's Starlight Scoops. They're brand new, just opened this year. Ice cream parlor. It looks really neat in there. Over here is the Memory Market, where they have like a little store, and I think they also might have some photo package stuff. I'm not sure, but this is the volunteer building where the volunteers come, check in. They have like a little lounge and stuff. This is the Castle of Miracles. In there, they have a star for each child who's come to stay here. They get to write their name on a star, and then they can come back and see it when they're an alumni. And this is their logo that you see. And they have a carousel under that mushroom that's on the logo, if you happen to see it on their website or anything. And then this is the town hall building where they have some office space. They have like a big space that they use for different events and stuff. They have their cafeteria in there. And then the gingerbread house is their dining hall. That's all for tonight. I'm sure we'll be back again, but until then, see you next time.
Bye.